Hey guys. So this is our first podcast that we are doing in an outdoor setting. We are here at Tiong Bahru Bakery at the Dempsey. So today I'm gonna be interviewing our founder Vicky on the 1K a day coach program and how he come up with that program idea. So let's just get straight to it. So Vicky, how did you get started in the coaching and speaking world?
So my foray into coaching and speaking actually started about 10 years ago with my cousin brother Hitesh. And Hitesh was actually born with cerebral palsy. He was born upside down in his mother's stomach. And because of that, he was having a condition called cerebral palsy. And this condition, due to it, right, he lost oxygen for 90 seconds during birth. And this was due to a doctor's negligence. And because of that, obviously, as you can tell, it's never easy having a condition anywhere in the world, right? Also in Singapore. And that's how my first foray got started. Because Hitesh was born with a condition, as he grew older, he had a severe fear of public speaking. And with this fear of public speaking, at that point of time, when he was, it's exactly about 10 years ago, I was in Toastmasters. I was young guy coming and exploring. I was in sales. I wanted to become a better speaker, so that's why I joined Toastmasters. So I brought Hitesh for my very first Toastmasters meeting, and I got to witness firsthand how severe his fear of public speaking was, where he started vomiting, he started puking, started scolding me vulgarities in all the different languages. But through that process, what I realized was Hitesh really needed to improve on his fear of public speaking, because if not, life is not going to get easier, right, if you have this fear. So we went on a journey together. We got many coaches, many mentors to come on board and help us. One of them is the world #1 speaker at that point of time was Manoj Vasudevan. We got him as our coach to mentor Hitesh. And through that journey, we actually realized that Hitesh is transformed from a person with a fear of public speaking to now he's a global motivational speaker, spoken at all the big companies that you've got. We've got Microsoft, we've got Great Eastern, we've got Prudential, everywhere that you know, almost all the big MNCs that need a speaker. Hitesh has spoken over there. And that was my very first forte into the speaking and coaching world, because we were doing speaking and coaching for the MNCs and the SMEs. And at the same time, we were also doing it for the B2C market, where we were helping other people, because Hitesh has overcome his fear of public speaking. We were helping other people overcome their fear of public speaking as well. So that's how I got started with the Better Than Normal movement about 10 years ago.
That's quite inspiring. So, from your first foray, where you started in the Toastmasters until now, how did the 1K a day coach community come about?
The 1K a day coach community came about is actually due to a selfish reason, because when I was doing goal setting at one point of time, one of the goals, when we do goal setting now, especially, you want to know about your wealth. What's a good amount that you need in order to be financially free? So I wrote down that as a joke that I want to make 1K a day, because I feel if I make 1K a day, I will be financially free. And then due to some hard work, due to the mentorship of my coaches, then I was able to hit that using sales, using internet marketing, using the different businesses that I have. And then I decided that, hey, if I can do it, right, why not I help other speakers, coaches, consultants do the same? Because I genuinely feel that if you can make $1,000 a day anywhere in the world, then you should be financially free. And you should be not just financially free, I like to call it, if you make 1K a day, you can have total freedom. What is total freedom? It's a combination of three things: financial freedom, time freedom, and location freedom. And that's why if you take a look at the 1K a day coach logo, you will see a globe. A globe means you can run this business from anywhere in the world. You will also see a laptop, means all you need is a laptop. On the laptop, you'll see a logo of a Wi-Fi. All you need is a laptop or Wi-Fi, and you'll see a handphone there, because in today's world, all you need is a laptop, a Wi-Fi, and a handphone. And with the 1K a day coaching model, you can make it from anywhere, anytime, any place. And of course, it's not something that will happen overnight. It is something that requires time, energy, effort, and patience as well. But if you start on this journey, if you've got a passion, you've got a desire to help people, and you want to monetize from your skills, your knowledge, then I definitely feel it's doable for everybody. And I am very happy to see that I've helped so many coaches already do that, especially people who are starting from scratch. That's what I'm most proud about. But even people who are struggling to make their first 5 figures, I've been able to help them hit their 30K, 50K, 100K per month mark as well.
Oh, quite interesting. It's very inspiring coming from you. Alright, okay, so to answer, I think most of us have this question in our mind, but we are just we don't know how to ask it. So I'm asking it on behalf of the audience. How do you start a coaching business?
I feel the fundamentals of a coaching business is very amazing. The reason why I say that is because there's almost no capital required, because the coaching business does not require you to rent anything, or the capital startup is, I would say, less. If you are smart about it, it can be as little as $500. And the only amount that I feel this $500 should go to, if you do it correctly, should be on your marketing budget. And if you put that, you can turn $500 very easily into a 2x, 10x, 20x ROI if you do the right kind of marketing. Of course, there's a way around it. So, and the thing about education in today's world also is why I say the right kind of marketing. If you have the time and you have the energy, you can search on YouTube, you can search on ChatGPT, you can go and search or get all these free resources on how to run the right kind of ads, what kind of ads to run, how to target, all of that stuff. Information is freely available. But the number one first thing to remember in the coaching business is, unlike every other business, you can get started with less than $500 in capital. The second thing is, what is a coaching business? So what is a coaching business? A coaching business is a transfer of three things. A coaching business is a transfer of knowledge, it's a transfer of your skill set, and it's a transfer of your experience. Essentially, that's what a coaching business is. So many people overcomplicate it. So if you know something better than other people, if you have a skill set in something which is better than other people, and when I say better, you just need to be 1, 2, 3 steps ahead. You don't need to be 10 steps ahead of them. And you have an experience in something, means you have done something that is, that's able to help other people not repeat the same mistakes. Because as the saying goes, right, a wise man learns from his mistakes, a wiser man learns from other people's mistakes, and that's the experience. So if you're able to transfer this to somebody else, right, then they will be willing to pay you $1,000 if you are able to solve for them what I call a 10x problem. And that is something which many people don't understand. So Linda will talk a little bit about that, why solving a 10x problem is important. But the reality is, how to start a coaching business. Number one, have knowledge, have skills, have experience in an industry niche which you are passionate about, and then solve a problem for a target audience who you are passionate about helping as well. So if you have that with these pieces of the puzzle, then anybody, anywhere, anytime can start a coaching business, and not just any coaching business, but a coaching business that makes $1,000 a day.
So the next question is somewhat something that people don't like to hear, but they have to hear it. So who is coaching suitable for? I'm pretty sure that this coaching business is not suitable for everyone, right? So who exactly is this coaching suitable for?
I would say the coaching, if you want to start a coaching business, right, then number one, you must like people, because you will not be coaching animals or robots, you will be coaching humans. So number one is you must like people. Number two, you must like solving problems. So whichever industry, and you don't have to solve every single problem in the world, but you must solve a specific type of problem that you have overcome yourself. And that's what I call internal authority. The frameworks that we have, the number one question is, do you have internal authority? So you must be able to solve a problem. And number three, you must like money, because the coaching business is a business that if you want to do it as what I call a passion project, you can. Many people do it pro bono, but I feel, in my opinion, there are too many broke coaches. There are too many broke content creators out there. And the reason why that happens is because what you see on Instagram is very different from what the reality is. So there are too many broke coaches, broke content creators, and I want to help people not become broke. I want to help them to be able to make $1K a day. So you must have the profit as well. So it's and the last one, the fourth P, I would say, is you must have passion in what you are doing. Because if you are not passionate about the subject matter, you're not passionate about the topic which you are teaching, right, then you will start off well, but you will not be able to last. And it's okay to start off with one passion and end off with a different passion, because we are all multi-talented, multi-passionate. But you must, for at least for the first 100 days, find, number one, like what I said, find something that you want to solve. Find people. You must be able to, must like people. You must solve a problem. You must like profit, and then you must also have passion. So if you can find, and for the next 100 days, focus on this, I feel that you will be able to have a very big breakthrough, and you should be able to make your $1K a day.
Yeah, speaking about the broke coaches that you talk about just now, why do you think coaches struggle to sell?
why do coaches struggle to sell? I think this is the question that if we can solve, right, then I feel everything will be taken care of. I feel coaches struggle to sell because they coach too much. So the reason why coaches struggle to sell is because they are too good in coaching. The reason why coaches struggle to sell is because they care too much. And if I'm not sure if I'm making sense to you, but the reality is when people pay, then they pay attention. And I've been in the receiving end of this many times as well. I've been through this cycle so many times where the more someone pays you, right, the more actually they pay attention to your advice. So many people think that, hey, I'm gonna help people, and great, that's the reason why you have started the coaching business. Like if you are struggling to sell, I feel you are because you are coaching too much, you are caring too much, and then you are doing it for free. So you must follow what I call the framework. When it comes to sales, right? Sales is all about framework. Sales is all about a conviction that you must have. Sales is all about having a script. Sales is all about having a flow. I can say this now because I've been in the sales industry for about 15 years now, and that's why I feel I'm able to say that if you follow the script, the template, the flow, the structure, then I personally believe that anyone can sell. And the important thing is you must know how to follow the structure. So if you can follow a structure, you can follow a script, right? Then and that's why even for people who are beginners in our 1K a day coaching community, people who are total beginners, never sold anything before, online when they're doing webinars, right? They're getting a 70 to 80% conversion rate on webinars. People who haven't sold anything, one-to-one coaching, $1,000 and above price point, they're getting about 30 to 50% conversion rate on those as well. So that's one thing. And one other thing to remember about sales is I don't like to use the word close because I don't feel in sales it's about closing anybody. I feel sales is all about opening. What do I mean by that? When you sell to somebody, you don't close them, but you open a new relationship. You open the opportunities. You open the doors for all the amazing things to happen for that person and with that person as well. So that's why I don't like to use the word close in selling. I like to use the word open but you must be able to convert. So that's why conversion is very, very important.
Interesting when you talk about the conversion and not closing the somebody. But however, when we talk about closing, or rather talk about converting or in your lead invest into you, is it really easy to start a coaching business in Singapore?
I would say it is easy to start a coaching business, but it's not easy to maintain a coaching business or to run a profitable coaching business in Singapore. Because, like I said, anybody can become a coach. Unfortunately, because of the current Skills Future program, or because of all the many different initiatives, because of Udemy, because of YouTube, right? Anybody can say that they are proficient about it. So it's easy to start something. It's easy to become an online coach, but it's very hard to maintain and it's very hard to sustain. And it's I would say without the right kind of coaching yourself, because the worst thing that a new beginner coach can do, right, is not find a coach themselves. Is not find a branding, marketing, and selling coach. Is not find a business coach, because if you want to become a good teacher, you must first become a good student. So
Correct.
That's why I feel the number one mistake that beginning coaches do, or people who want to they want to become successful coaches, is you must always be learning from people who are running successful businesses and they are already 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you.
Interesting. Earlier on in the interview, you talk about the 3 pillars of successful coaching business. So, what exactly are the 3 pillars of a successful coaching business?
The 3 pillars of a successful coaching business are exactly what we use in the framework, and that's the thing which most people come and find me for. And I'm not good at many things, I'm just only good at 3 things, I would like to say. And the 3 things which I am good at is, number 1, with regards to branding, because having been the co-founder of Better Than Normal together with Hitesh, he has written a book, he's been on TV, he's been on newspaper. I know a little bit about branding and what brand positioning is all about. So branding is a very important part as a coach. I'm also, I would say, a little bit good. I don't praise myself too much, but I would say I'm a little bit good at marketing. And because I'm a little bit good at marketing, that's why most of my clients get an average return on ad spend from anywhere from 2x to 20x. And I've got 100 plus video testimonials talking about the results that they get from the help that we provide them in marketing. And the third thing is the selling. So the selling is also because I have done at least, I would say, 500 webinars myself, and I've done 500 one-to-one calls, if not more. That's why I have, I put in my reps. So that's why selling comes something which I would say comes naturally to me. And in selling, I always like to say that a lot of times I don't like to sell, but a lot of time people just end up buying. So if you want to know how you can not sell, but people just buy, there's a way around it, and that's what I coach a lot of people to do as well. Where you can sell in such a way, and the magic is really there's no magic around it. It's really about creating an irresistible offer and presenting the offer in a series or in a manner in which it becomes silly to say no to your offer. Your offer is so good that it can't be ignored. Like what Alex always said, your offer so good that people find it stupid saying no. However, one thing to take note about selling is easy. It means if you create offers like this, right? Selling is easy, but delivering on an offer, that's a different ballgame altogether. Because there are too many speakers, coaches, people out there who sell, but then they're not able to deliver. And if you're not able to deliver, trust me when I say what goes around comes around. If you're not able to deliver, it will come around. So make sure you're only selling what you can deliver. Make sure you're only selling what you have conviction in as well. Like to answer your question, what are the three pillars of a successful coaching business? I would say they are branding, I would say they are marketing, and I would say that they are selling.
Interesting. So now comes the question that I think all our audience really wants to know the answer. Is it really possible to make 1K a day as a coach?
It's very possible to make 1K a day as a coach, and as long as you start, number one, it starts in the mind. You must believe that you can make 1K a day as a coach. You must believe that you deserve to make 1K as a coach. And if you're making 1K as a day as a coach, right, the idea behind it, you must be solving what I call a 10x problem. So what's a 10x problem? The value of your offer must be worth 10x. Means the solution or the problem that you are solving, right, must be worth $10,000. So if people are going to pay you $1,000, right, the pain point that you are solving must be worth 10x of that. So a $10,000 problem. So you need to see in your industry niche, in whichever industry that you're going to become a coach, right, what is the 10x problem that you are solving? And there's a reason why, even if, and it's also easy to make a $10,000 as a day as a coach. I've made $100,000 as a coach in one of my businesses as well, previously with my partner. And how were we able to do that? Because we were able to sell it. We were able to solve a 10x problem. We were able to solve $1 million problem as well. So that's what you have to see. Whatever the price point is, the price point is just an exchange of value. Money is just an exchange of value. Money is just an exchange of, not just actual value. Sometimes, a lot of times, right, it's about perceived value as well. So, but you must be actually solving a real problem, solving a real pain point, and that's what a lot of time many coaches don't know how to do. They don't know how to position their offer. They don't know how to create irresistible offers. They don't even know what is their potential clients' 10x pain point. And that's when a lot of time people come and find me when I'm able to reposition their offer, reposition their brand, reposition themselves as a coach to be able to solve a 10x problem, and then charging 1K a day becomes very, very easy.
Interesting. So, talking about the 10x problem, what is the difference between coaches who charge $100 and those who charge $1,000?
The coach who is selling $100 an hour is usually selling information. The coach who is charging $1,000 a day is usually selling transformation. So that's what you have to look into. Are you just an information provider, or are you a medium of transformation? Are you a person that's going to transform their lives? Because if people just want information, they can go Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Google, ChatGPT. But then if you want transformation, trust me when I say AI cannot give you transformation. AI can give you the information, but transformation only comes when you apply the information. That's the reason why the coaches that I help, I talk to them about creating transformational models. I talk to them about how they are able to position themselves and use AI as the tool to give you the information. But everybody still needs a coach, and the coaching industry is picking up like crazy everywhere in the world, especially in Singapore. I feel it's an amazing opportunity to start a coaching business, whether as a side hustle, whether as a full-time business, it's totally up to you. But if you can learn the skill sets to make 1K a day, why not do it? Whether you want to use it or not, it's a different thing altogether, but why not learn the skill set that can allow you to make 1K a day? And I'm not saying that you will make 1K a day every single day, but wouldn't it be wonderful if you know how to make 1K a day? Wouldn't it be wonderful? Wouldn't it be amazing if you know how to make 1K a day and then you decide which day you want to make 1K a day? then you make the call. You become your own boss. And that's why I love the coaching business so much, because like I said, it's all about freedom, total freedom, financial freedom, time freedom, location freedom.
Oh, interesting. That's quite enlightening from our founder Vicky. He just informed us. He just told us, enlightened us about the idea, the frameworks behind 1K, his 1K Radio Coach program. So, guys, that's all we have for our podcast today. I'll see you at our next episode. Take care.